Hello, I'm Maritessa Buhabil and I will be reporting about ambush marketing and know the advantages and disadvantages of this marketing strategy. Our two main objectives for this video, number one, is to understand the phenomenon of ambush marketing. Number two, to examine the ethical implications and controversies surrounding ambush marketing. When it comes to marketing strategy, profit is the key goal all businesses wish to approach. However, to increase the market share, what we need to do in advance is considering how to raise brand awareness while competition is a big obstacle. The definition of ambush marketing has experienced many changes over time. It originally means connecting a brand with a team or event without buying the rights to attract audiences or just to attack the competitors. Today, it turns into a tool used in brand wars because the platform has included advertisements instead of just sponsorship.
6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What is ambush marketing? Perhaps you're wondering what could be the definition of ambush marketing. It also goes by the name of hijacking, predatory ambushing, or coattail marketing. Ambush marketing is the process of hijacking the advertising campaign of some other marketers to compete and get more exposure to your product or service. Jerry Welsh, an American strategist, is the first person who used the term ambush marketing in the 1980s when he was working for the American Express. In simple words, you take advantage of some big event by attaching yourself with it in disguise when you're not even part of it. Creative and intelligent. You have to be very creative and intelligent to use the campaign of some other advertiser to your advantage. It may seem very simple and easy, but it requires a lot of planning to execute it perfectly. Timing matters a lot in ambush marketing. As they say, it is only illegal when you're caught. Undoubtedly, it requires a lot of risk, but it's worth trying when you're at war with your marketing competitors. It is wrong when you talk about morality and ethics, then so does burning fossil fuels is wrong. But you do these things anyway. There's a limit to everything. If you stay in the limit, it's good. Otherwise, not. Ambush marketing involves a lot of risk because you're utilizing someone else's circumstances. When you're not in control of your circumstances, things can go wrong at any time, and you have to face unexpected outcomes. How does ambush marketing work? Ambush marketing technique is an ideal way for a business to steal attention from others. It is a marketing strategy when a company lies in wait in a concealed position to gain brand exposure from stealing the spotlight of others. Imagine when your company wants to advertise your images via huge events like the World Cup or something, but the business's budget cannot afford it. What would you do to capitalize on that publicity? An ambush marketing strategy will come to your mind which will benefit your brand while you don't have to pay for the rights that the rival paid to an official sponsor. In almost every global event, there are always marketers and brand steal awareness and exposure from others who had taken a large amount of marketing budget on television, slots, billboards, and sponsorships. The brand from whom marketers steal publicity can be one of their rivals or any other brand out of the market. To be more understandable, when the business X and business Y are all sponsoring an event or competition, then company X secretly takes advantage of Y's publicity, runs on an advertising campaign, making it feel like the main sponsor for the event instead of both. Company Y will then be considered as being ambushed by X. On the other hand, when Company X capitalizes on the resources bought by some other company to promote itself and increase profit without letting Y know, X is said to be using ambush marketing strategies as one of their marketing techniques. That's how ambush marketing works. Ambush marketing is when a company or marketer directly and intentionally starts an ambush marketing strategy. It makes itself seem like connected with an event, even they do not have to buy the rights. They still can get the spotlight stolen. There are 4 types of direct ambush marketing: predatory ambushing, coattail ambushing, property infringement, self-ambushing.
Predatory ambushing refers to marketing that attacks a competitor's sponsorship of an event, athlete, or organization while simultaneously confusing consumers over which company is the official sponsor. Coattail ambushing. A coattail is the long, divided pieces of cloth that hang down from the back of an old-fashioned, formal type of men's jacket. Coattail ambushing or coattail effect is when a brand puts efforts into connecting itself with an event or competition by using a link instead of becoming an official sponsor of the game. Property infringement. When a trademark company or a property intentionally exploits and misuses the content to crash the market and create confusion among the fans and audience. Self-ambushing. A sponsor usually signs multiple sponsorship agreements with different companies to perform certain tasks. Self-ambushing happens when one company breaks sponsorship agreement by doing things that other companies and parties were supposed to do. Indirect ambush marketing means when a company attaches itself indirectly to some other parent advertising campaign. The purpose of such indirect attachment is to get more exposure for its brand. It could use images, symbols, or photos to mislead people. The difference between both of these approaches is that indirect is not aggressive like direct ambush marketing, and it also doesn't want to grab the main spotlight. It just wants to work indirectly without stealing the show and gain more exposure for its brand. Here are the following types of indirect ambush marketing. Associative ambushing. When a company starts associating and attaching itself indirectly with the main parent advertiser campaign, it makes people into believing that they're a part of it. They receive more exposure by staying in the disguise. Distractive ambushing. When a company creates distraction among the public and confuses people about the source of the campaign, they work openly and indirectly, but they trick people in believing that they're the main sponsor. Values ambushing. Such companies use the main theme and values of the sponsorship holding company. They trick people into believing that they're the same company, but they're not. Insurgent ambushing. When companies and individuals surprise the public with their unique promotional techniques, their indirect presence doesn't hurt the reputation of the main brand, but they get a lot of attention for their brand in return. Parallel property ambushing means when a company launches and schedules the date of its event side by side with the date of some bigger event. Parallel scheduling of events gives a lower brand a lot of coverage because of the main brand. Examples of ambush marketing: Pepsi versus Coca-Cola. Cricket World Cup of 1996, rumors say that Coca-Cola paid a huge sum of money to the ICC and became the official and legal sponsor of the World Cup. Pepsi didn't sit back and accepted the defeat. However, Pepsi relit the extinguished fire of Coca-Cola war and launched a series of TV ads campaign with a dialogue of nothing official about it. Coca-Cola, you remain official, but everyone wants Pepsi. Coca-Cola remained the official and legal brand of the World Cup, but Pepsi got more public attention.
Now let's dig into the advantages and disadvantages of ambush marketing. Here are some advantages of ambush marketing, which are as follows. Ambush marketing increases brand awareness. Take the example of Rona, the paint company. It was a small company and very few people knew about it. But when it started attaching itself indirectly with a multinational brand, then its brand awareness was a huge success. Ambush marketing is a clever technique. You have to be very clever if you want to launch a successful ambush marketing plan. The example and ideas we have discussed, they may seem very simple, but there was a great planning to launch such a billboard. Disadvantages of ambush marketing. Ambush marketing doesn't go without flaws. Here are its disadvantages. Unhealthy and competitive environment. Unhealthy competitive environment. Some critics say that it creates an environment of unhealthy competition. There should be a room of success for everyone. People and businesses should be in the race of defeating and using one another. Number 2, return of investment of ambush marketing is difficult to calculate. There are just parameters to calculate the success of your ambush marketing plan. It's the risk which the businesses must take. You'll never find out how many people have been converted into buying your product. Number 3, it can be an expensive activity. Sometimes you have to invest a lot of resources like distributing t-shirts and headbands for free, but you can be sure about the return of investment because it's just an opportunity. It can pay off a lot or none. You can't be sure. If the idea of ambush marketing you have is creative and legal, if you apply it perfectly, it would pay you off well. Then you should take the risk. But if the idea you want to try is illegal, payoff is uncertain, then it's better not to try such idea.